In the event that the burner is unprogrammed, off UPR is shown on the display module. Off UPR means that there has been a manual change in the modulating curve to the fuel and/or the air position without the parameters being validated. The following steps must be completed in order to have the burner operate properly. Remove the call for heat. This can be done by removing the signal with the building management controller or, if installed, a manual heat enable switch. Ensure that the safety circuits are closed, the high temperature limit, and if installed, the gas pressure safety switches and/or proof of closure switches. Ensure any lockouts are cleared by pressing and holding the reset button. If there are no lockouts, 167 will be displayed on the AZL. Press plus and minus simultaneously for off UPR to be displayed again. Hold down the F and A button simultaneously to access the parameter set. Enter in the service level access code, entry, using the plus and minus buttons to scroll up and down to select the correct letters. After each letter, enter must be pressed. After the access code is entered, press enter one more time. The 400 parameter set holds the air-fuel modulation points. The AZL display should show 400 set. Press enter. The display will now show run. Press enter. The burner should move to phase 12, standby. Phase 12 should be displayed. Initiate the call for heat. The burner will go through the normal startup sequence: pH 22, pH 24, pH 30, pH 36, until the ignition positions are reached, and the burner will wait on the manual hand inputs. The display will read P0 followed by the gas actuator position. Do not adjust ignition settings. Press the plus button once. The ignition transformer and the pilot valve will receive power, and the burner will go through the pilot sequence: pH 38, pH 40, pH 42, pH 44, and there should be a pilot flame present. Do not press any buttons until the pilot stabilization countdown is completed. The display will read P0 again. Press the plus button once, and the main gas valve will be energized, and the burner will go through pH 50, pH 52. Do not press any other buttons until the main flame stabilization period concludes. The display will read P0 once more. At this point, press the plus button once for the burner to drive to the low fire position P1. Do not press any buttons until P1 is flashing. This indicates that the fuel and air positions have been validated by the control, and it is clear to move to the next modulation point. Press the plus button to move to P2 on the modulation curve. Allow P2 to flash and validate. Using the plus button, move along the modulation curve, allowing each modulation point to flash. As a reminder, once the position is validated, it will continue to flash. Continue the process until a flashing P9 at high fire is shown. Take your time to ensure all points have flashed, or the process will have to be repeated. Press the plus and minus buttons simultaneously 3 separate times to escape out of the modulation programming curve until you see OP followed by an input percentage. The input percentage ranges from 20 to 100, 100 being high fire and 20 being low fire. Remove the call for heat and allow the burner to run through the complete shutdown procedure. pH 70, pH 72, pH 74, pH 78, and finally pH 10. Once it has completed the shutdown procedure, the display will read off and the burner is now programmed. If a manual heat enable switch was installed, be sure to hook up the building management controller.